Today is a very special day for me because I get to finally see the 4 quadcopter frames that I've been working on for about the past 4 months. I haven't opened this bag yet, so let's get this open and take a look. Alright, let's take a look and see how these look. Ooh, I get my sucker. That's always something to look forward to. There's a lot of frames in there. Here you can see my different size frames I've got. This is my 150 X, my 160 stretch 3-inch frame. This was a 3-inch frame also. This is a 180X for 4-inch props, and this bottom one here is my 225 stretch. That's a normal full size. So all 3 of these frames will take the exact same top plate, and the idea I had behind that was if you end up buying this one, or this one, if you didn't quite like the layout of it, you could just buy the bottom plate and not everything else. And both of these are made to run the RunCam Swift mini camera. This camera is only 22 millimeters wide by 22.3 millimeters tall, so I made these frames just wide enough to hold this, and to the flight controller would be the pico style flight controller, which is about the same width as this camera. So this is my top plate and my side here, and I have this groove cut here and here, and the idea is just to slide it into place with each other. And it's pretty tight, as you can hear, and that's basically what holds the top together. So let me get one of these together with the camera in here, and actually we'll get all 3 together. I have all the parts. Let's get all 3 of these frames together and find out how much each one weighs. Alright, so I got all 3 put together. I wanted to give you guys a good look on how I designed this frame. This one's a True X 150. And my goal was to keep this body really narrow, and I think I really did a good job with that, and still have plenty of room to put your pico and your flight controller and your camera in here. But the thing I'm most interested in is seeing how much each one of these frames weighs. So let's get my scale out and check it out. Alright, so first frame's up, and we're looking at 39.3 grams. Now that's pretty good in my book for a 3-inch frame. I don't know about you guys, but I'm happy with that. And I know it looks like I cut a lot of weight in these arms, but I actually had a 2.5 millimeter thick cheap grasshopper frame back in the day that had this, and I never broke an arm no matter how hard I hit the ground. So I'm pretty confident that this won't have any issues. So let's go ahead and check out the 160 stretch 3-inch frame I've got. Should be just a tiny bit more, hopefully not too much. Wow, I'm actually surprised by that. Only about a little more than a gram more. So 41 grams, still doing very good. Now this one is the 4-inch made for 1407 motors. So let's get this guy weighed. True X, by the way. And we're only looking at 43 grams. Fantastic. I think those are excellent weights for these type of builds that I'm going for. So now that we've looked at these, let's get this 225 put together. I know it looks a lot bigger than these guys, and I'll be right back. Real quick, I want to go over how many parts there are for this frame. Now this frame, I'm not exactly sure if I'm really happy with it or not, because I mean there's a lot of parts. So I've got these side plates here, and then I have another set of side plates that holds a normal size camera, like HS 177 camera, or 1177, excuse me, and then a top plate. So let me kind of give you just a little mini build tutorial over this. Alright, so I've done a little pre-assembly here. I took the top plate and the cam plates and put them together. This is like a slot on each side, pressed together. And here are my 2 side plates with the antenna holder here, 2 standoffs. And this should go together pretty easy if I designed it right. And so we can put this side plates and top plates all together like so. That looks nice. And then I should be able to get it to drop right on top here. And there it is. That's how it all goes together there. So it's a very low profile, as you can see. Got really good camera protection. All my frames I have camera protection. I just think it's silly to have, you know, a nice frame and everything, and then have your camera just sticking way out there. I mean, cameras are, you know, between 35 and 50 bucks. I mean, can't be afforded to be breaking those all the time. And here's a top shot. I mean, it does seem a little wide in here. I mean, that could be because I actually have the stretch going on here. But yeah, this is this frame. Let's get the scale over here. All right, so we got everything zeroed out. Got the rest of the screws put in here. So I'm hoping this will weigh under 100 grams. I know that won't count as super lightweight, but I want it to be fairly lightweight and durable. So let's see what we got here. 97 grams. I'm actually pretty happy with that. I think considering for a stretch and a 4mm bottom plate, everything else is 2. The smaller frames were actually 3mm bottom plates. So 97 grams. I think that's really good. Let's get zoomed out here and take one final look at all 4 of them. All right, so let's go over some final details for all these frames. These 160 and 150 will be using these Brother Hobby 1407 3600 kV motors, and this 4-inch frame here will be using the RCX 1707 3900 kV motors, which should work fine on a normal 2-blade prop that's not bull nose. That's my plan, so it should be super efficient. And then just, you know, I should say not average, but the RS2205 red bottoms for this full-size frame here. And I'm only going to build 2 of these through right here. So let me know which one you think, or which 2 I should build. I know for a fact I'm going to build this one, so it really comes down to this one or this one, the X or the stretch. To me, I'm really curious to see what this stretch will do, but I'm totally interested to hear what you guys have to say. My plan for these quads is to eventually release them on armattonproductions.com once I've fully built them, tested them, and ensured there's not going to be any issues with them. If you liked this video, go ahead and check out the link below to racedayquads.com. Go ahead and give it a bookmark if you like it. It's pretty much where I order most of my parts from that I can get, and they have great shipping. They usually price match to Banggood, and he's just a real good person to order parts from. And any purchase you make will help me build and design more frames and make awesome videos like this. So if any of you have questions, please post them in the comments below. And I'm Corey with Crash and Burn Racing, and thank you for watching. Alright guys, I couldn't resist but to throw some parts in here and give you a quick little look. Look at all that room in there you still got for this tiny frame. Here's this camera. That's about max angle. You can get maybe a little bit more out of it. It's easily past 45 degrees. Go down to here. And look at that protection for that camera. How beautiful is that? And it comes nowhere close to your boards here, so it's super easy to build. Yeah, I'm liking this.